Welcome to the Blockchain Report, where we discuss all things blockchain technology, digital assets, DeFi, NFTs, and much more. Today's video, we will be diving into Taiko's Alpha 3 testnet, which just launched, I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago, on June 7th. I kind of went over this in my blockchain news update yesterday, where we kind of dove into what the testnet will entail, and there will be an incentivized testnet feature that is part of this round. So what I wanted to do is just kind of dive into how to set up or navigate the testnet. You can go to their Twitter, and on their the recently pinned thread, you can find all the information, details on their Alpha 3 testnet in their blog post. On Mirror, you can go to Taiko docs and guides right here, and it'll show you pretty much how to run through everything from configuring your wallet, getting tokens, bridging, running a node, deploying contracts, and building dapps. So it's pretty much everything you can need. So first, we'll dive into configuring your wallet. Now, if you've been on Taiko before or used the Alpha 2 testnet, it's pretty much the same. So here you have to have your MetaMask or Frame wallet, some kind of browser, web browser wallet, or Ethereum-equivalent wallet. Visit Chainlist. Now you will need a new network for Taiko. It will not be the same as the Alpha 2, or where is it at? Taiko A2. So we can go ahead and delete this network. Make sure there's no other ones. So I got a bunch of them. So I do have the Taiko Alpha 3 testnet. And what you want to do in Chainlist, hit include testnets and type in Taiko. And you can see Taiko Alpha 3 testnet. Boom, connect your wallet here. And boom, connect your wallet here, and you will have your wallet configured. Oh, and you also need the Sepolia testnet. So the Sepolia So Sepolia, add this one. Not Chroma, not Scroll, but just old Sepolia. And when that is added, you can use your wallet to import tokens with this configuration. So here you'll add in the token import, as I spit on my computer, you'll want to put this address, the token address for each one. This is BLL, Horse, and TTKO. These are the testnet tokens for Taiko. And what you want to do is go to Taiko Alpha 3 testnet, import your tokens, paste the first contract address, that's BLL. Now come in here and select the second one where it says address, just the 0x through this EB, so not the parentheses, but everything in between the parentheses. So you'll go here, scroll down to assets, import tokens, import that address, and then onto the third one. So this is TTKO. Boom, TTKO. Now that we have our testnet tokens added, now if the add chain buttons don't work in Chainlist, you can manually add it with the RPC configuration here. Now on to receive tokens. So, if you don't have Sepolia ETH, you can go here, remind me later, go to the faucet, and you can start mining Sepolia ETH. I don't remember if, yeah, I got quite a few. So you can go in here and get faucet for your testnet ETH. Navigate to the bridge. So we're gonna receive horse and BLL and okay. So TTKO won't be distributed yet, but it will be distributed shortly after. Okay, connect your wallet, connect your MetaMask. You might need to be on Sepolia. Yeah, you need to be on Sepolia first. So we'll do the bull token. We will mint the bull token. Now, I am not sure. Okay, same thing with the horse token. And okay, token's already minted. Now go to horse, mint your horse tokens. Get that horse token. Transaction complete. So we got our no transactions in here, just our testnet. Okay, use the bridge. So visit the bridge. The UI should be intuitive. So just click over here. Now we'll try bridging ETH, horse, and or BLL from Sepolia to Taiko. You can also try manually claiming the transfer yourself. We will go ahead and max that. Send it over. Send over all of it. Approve. Once this is approved, we can go ahead to bridge. And make sure you have enough ETH to cover your transaction fees. Sorry, I had to come into a different space today. I'm not in an office or a conference room. I had to take one of the labs with all the dead equipment. This is the dead room. So we come hang out in here. When this says claim, when it changes from pending to claim, you can claim it on the Taiko network, but you have to have gas on that network to do it. And since we do not, it will do an automatic claim for us. So if you set a processing fee, the relayer will claim this automatically for you. You don't need to worry about that. Go back and send some BLL now. Approve. Get the max because we want to send it all. And bridge. There we go. And I'll send a little bit of ETH as well. I'll send 0.8. I'll send 1. I'll send a whole ETH. So we'll bridge that over. Getting that for show. Give me that ETH for show. I've been waiting for Taiko to launch their next phase. Wonder what kind of goodies they're going to have in store. Okay, your funds are ready to be claimed on the testnet. Let's see. Yeah, please wait for the relayer to claim the transaction for you. This will happen automatically. Depending on network congestion, it can take up to several hours. So since we don't have anything on our Taiko, we must wait for that to be claimed. All right, it looks like our stuff has been claimed on the Taiko network. So next, we will go into the token swap. So make sure that we are on the Taiko network. We got all of our funds. Let's see, yep, horse, BLL, ETH. So navigate to the swap. You'll connect. Here you'll swap between testnet tokens. Set your approvals, perform the swaps, and then you can see your transaction. We'll connect our wallet, trusty old MetaMask. And we'll choose from the Taiko testnet. So we'll select BLL to horse. We'll swap out 10 and just do this with different variation of token or different variations. Swap BLL to horse, swap horse to BLL, swap ETH to BLL and horse, and swap those two back to ETH, and also provide liquidity in the pool. I'll show you how to do that. Once we get this approved, there we go. Now, sometimes it will, okay, just took a little while. Confirm our swap. Okay, did we swap yet? Nope, we're still pending. Now what I'll also do is put some of this into the liquidity pool. And here, this is really just about getting transactions on the network, testing the network, ensuring things are moving smoothly. If there's issues, feel free to reach out to somebody on the Discord. Taiko has a Discord that you can go into and ask questions and get help. So when you're finished going through all your swaps and your liquidity, add into the liquidity pool, we can then, if it'll, testnets tend to run kind of slow. We'll catch back up on that. Next, we'll show you how to run a node. This is taking a little while. We can go into this in a separate video. I don't have the capacity to do this all right now. But here's how you can run a node. You can easily from the command line on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Prerequisites, Docker is installed and running, Git is installed. Consult the Geth minimum hardware requirements. With the exception of 1 terabyte of free space, 50 gigs should be more than enough initially, but over time it could become insufficient as the chain grows. So that's quite a lot. If you have a external power supply that you can hook up and keep it as your main source of storage. Let's see. Okay, once this is done pending, you'll see the liquidity in here. So we'll go through that in a separate video. I might do that tomorrow while I'm home. So enable a proposer. This guide will help you enable your Taiko node as a proposer. So first you already have to set up a node and have a balance of ETH and TTKO. So this is how we do that. Once TTKO drops, I'll run through a whole separate video on how to set up a node and provider and proposer. Yeah, so this, you gotta have at least 8 16-core CPU and 32 gigs of RAM. And deploying a contract, I don't have this stuff set up on my computer, so we can check that out in a separate video. This is with Foundry, with Hardhat, and Remix. Oh wait, maybe we could do this on Remix. Yeah, let's do this, cause yep, and see, there's my ETH BLO. So we'll close out of that. We'll accept this. I've been on here before. So select a smart contract. Storage.sol. Compile. We'll compile it. And then deploy it. You go down here. And then injected provider. Down here, injected provider, MetaMask. Connect. And then step 3, you'll deploy. And confirm. And then you will have deployed a smart contract. And you can create your own smart contracts and deploy them as well. There we go. Deployed contracts. And that was pretty simple. So you can verify a contract. And I don't have any of this set up in here, so we will not be able to do that. But we can move on to build dapps. So prerequisites are curiosity to learn and build. Here, visit the dapp/slap starter template to create an Ethereum dapp in one click. So this, create your dapp with one-click deployment button. We will just deploy this. Need to log in with my GitHub. Now we can continue with our GitHub. Close out of this remix. You're almost there. So we can go back to this dapp/slap starter, see if we can get a contract deployment. Make sure that your pop-up is, make sure you check your pop-up to make sure that you get in this window. Okay. Dapps slabs. Okay, we'll create our repository, configure project, name, okay, now we will build, and it's building and building. Library Taiko. So that's pretty much the end of this exploration into the new Taiko Alpha 3 testnet. Like I said, I'll do a separate video on how to run a node and enable a proposer. Now this is building. Okay, so looks like we finished and we just deployed our project. Yeah, what? Way to go, way to go. So next steps, you can do previews, add domains, enable speed insights. That's our repository. Here we go. Hello world. Oh, basic contract interaction. Okay. But that's cool. That's cool. Now make sure to go back here and do a bunch of swaps, do all kinds of fun stuff, add liquidity, remove liquidity, and get those transactions up. Man, get those transactions up, because the more transactions you get, the more things you do, you're gonna have a lot better chance of getting some rewards. You can see all these contract creation, and yeah, the goal is 100, at least 100 transactions. So 10 swaps a day for 10 days, or if you want to do 20 swaps a day for 5 days, get them in. Add liquidity, remove liquidity, they all count. So get them in, have fun, explore stuff, push the network as hard as you can, and see if you can break something, and send crash reports and whatever else you find. But if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll be happy to help. But with that, this is the Blockchain Report. Have a wonderful day. Peace.